97.1 AMP Radio, home of commercial-free Mondays. We have the Jonas Brothers in studio.
Yeah.
Hello.
And we got a little montage of, some of your hits. Let's go with it. The cool thing about hearing like the montage about it is, well, one, the energy you guys have right now. You seem excited.
Oh, man, we're over the moon.
Yeah, right, to be doing it. And also just the different sound. It's great, man. It really gets everyone moving here.
I know. How does that feel to hear that music and then see you guys being back here now together? Is it kind of a surreal moment?
It's bizarre. I mean, just to hear the journey we've taken, you know, and then there's all the stuff in between too. There's the 6.5, almost 7 years where we weren't working together, and Joe was doing DNC, I was doing my solo stuff, and to be in the spot now where we're kind of combining those sounds and the Jonas Brothers sound and back in front of our fans, it's a really special moment for us.
What was that conversation like when you guys kind of sat down and you're like, okay, we want to do this. We want to get back together, start making music. Who kind of like headed up that conversation and how'd it go?
Nick was definitely the person who started the conversation, but there was a lot of talks over the last year. We kind of started with the documentary we shot. It's January of last year we started shooting, and just to kind of tell the story about what we did for 15, 20 years. And that conversation...
20 years?
Well, music, I guess. Sorry.
Man, we've been doing this
music
for a while.
in general, yeah. I've been doing it for 20 years. I don't know about you guys been slacking. Just been like, kind of just tell our childhood. And then that kind of shifted into, what if we did this again? What that would look like? And from there, we made an album, and we just keep writing, recording. It happened quite quickly.
I mean,
awesome.
for us, like, you know, the radio folks or people that didn't know it was coming, it was like one of those situations where, you know, on a Monday here, oh, Jonas Brothers are getting back together, doing a tour, and then the song "Sucker" drops. You're like, whoa, they're real! Like, that's a real thing. It's not like they've all hit hard times and needed to tour. Like, you guys are, that song is a beast.
Oh,
Thank you. Yeah,
We're really proud of it.
It's crazy to see the reaction. You know, we have been trying not to look at charts and things like that, but you can't help it but peep it. And
of course.
More than anything, it's just great to see that around the world people are reacting to it, and the fans are showing up and as supportive as they've ever been.
And good decision, by the way, to make your first song about the women in your lives, I have to say.
It's always a good choice.
That works out.
How did that come up? How did that song kind of come to be?
Well, Ryan Tedder has been a partner with us for this album. I mean, he's been amazing. He came in and kind of helped us crack the code of what we wanted the sound to be like. And Sucker was one of the first songs he presented to us, and we just fell in love with it. We're like, this is amazing. And the video, Anthony Mandler, who is a fantastic video director, who retired from making music videos and now he's making movies. He came back out of retirement and made this kind of little movie with us. And we were thinking who could be the love interest, and it only made sense that we got our girls in it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the really cool part about, you know, your guys' story. You guys are all individually successful, and the people in your life are successful, and it's really cool to see everyone be able to shine and have their own moment, especially in that music video.
It does feel like a lot of fun, and it made it easy on set. You know, like meeting somebody for the first time, and it was like just a party. I mean, we're out in this huge mansion in England, and kind of just having fun, and we had a dance party at one point, and it just was like, all right, cool, we'll keep everything in the video. And
were the girls all on board when you brought it to them? What did you guys, how did you present it to them?
Completely.
They're team players. I think even Sophie said that she wanted to be in the video at some point.
She did. She's like, when am I going to be in your music video?
She was a fan of the Jonas Brothers, right? Early
kind of. She was
Yeah.
more of a fan. She's more of a Bieber fan.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
So
man.
funny.
I had to get used to that when we first met, which was fine. I mean, literally, it's a little creepy. Like, I'd walk into her childhood bedroom, and there was still like pictures of Bieber on the wall. I was like, okay.
It's time to take those down.
It's war.
No, I love it. We're all Bieber fans
I mean,
here.
Yeah.
You know?
that's super interesting
Who doesn't
too.
love Bieber?
Of course.
That you know, Game of Thrones is arguably one of the biggest, you know, appointment television at this point, and she's like, I don't care about that stuff right now. I want to be. When am I in a music video? This
Exactly.
is ridiculous.
Yeah. What's more important here?
I know.
Which is Game of Thrones.
I love that. Well, the trailer just dropped today too. Did you
Yes.
watch?
Oh my God.
It's
we just watched it in the
ridiculous.
car over here. It's so amazing. Can't wait.
So you guys know what happens, though, right?
We don't. She won't tell us. She won't say irritating.
We're just thrilled to watch it. I mean, I feel like for her, she keeps talking about how she wants to be a part of these parties. Because I would throw like every Sunday would be a viewing party with signature cocktails and things like that. And so she's like, I want to be a part of this. And I was like, done.
You're like, this is
Now
my
I'm going to
thing.
start selling tickets. You know?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Appearance fees.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Well, I would think about that too, because obviously you guys have such a artistic family. People are so interested in your love lives, and you have these amazing girlfriends. I want to know what Thanksgiving's like at your house, or like family dinners. Do you guys talk about the industry? Do you what does kind of take us there?
There's a lot of music. I mean,
Is
we're
it-
a pretty musical family, and our extended family is musical. But it is also very different because we're all in different places. Kevin lives in Jersey with his wife and kids, and Joe's in New York, and I live out here. So when we meet up, for the holidays, it's kind of when we're not working together now. So it's a little bit of just relaxing, eating some great food, having some good drinks, and kicking back with the fam.
And just talking about just life. I mean, it's cool that all three of you guys are kind of at different phases, right? With married with kids, newly married, engaged. Who's planning the bachelor party?
Oh, it's actually our party. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, we kind of always
saying
said
it.
that. We said the same thing about Nick's. We were just like, so it's our party, but you
Whatever
can't attend.
we wanna do.
Exactly.
You're kind of like a hostage at your own bachelor
Yeah,
party.
100%. I can't wait. I mean, whatever these guys plan, I'm sure it's going to be an event.
Amazing.
Do you know anything about it yet? Like where it's going to be?
Apparently
Or?
they said there's going to be tequila maybe there.
Well,
That's a
okay.
safe bet.
All right.
As far as I know.
I'll only drink if you're gonna drink.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. I'll have one or two maybe.
Feels like I'll put hands in the middle. Like, are we gonna drink on 3? Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Since Joe, you're getting married this summer, right?
Yeah.
Have Kevin and Nick given you any advice on marriage yet, or what would your advice be to him?
I mean, Nick's pretty fresh to it, but Kevin's got almost 10 years this year, which is amazing.
Crazy.
But I think
We're
the
all different.
Yeah. The beautiful thing is that we're all so different, and even our relationships are so different, and the way we like kind of treat the relationships. So I kind of do my own thing, but that's the beauty of it, and I think it's nice that I can watch them and learn from their mistakes, so I don't make the same ones.
There you go.
Perfect.
And what else are you guys most looking forward to with this tour coming up? What are you doing? How are you doing things differently this time around, would you say?
We talked a lot about how to keep things healthy, just on a relationship level with each other, and that's just being open and transparent. And it is a very different time in all of our lives, so it's going to require us looking at this from a different lens. And so I think knowing that we can all continue to have individuality within this group, creatively and personally, is super important to us. For instance, Joe at DNCE can keep doing what he wants to do there, and we'll plan our stuff accordingly. And I'll continue to do movies and music, and we're gonna have fun with it. I think the key is to just not take ourselves too seriously, enjoy the ride, and know that we're gonna have a good time with this one.
You guys have a natural fluidity in terms of like being creative and doing your own thing, and I think like hearing that is so cool, because I think what it's going to do is inspire. Everyone wants that group, get back together, do your thing, but we always draw these hard lines of solo career, group. I think what you guys are doing, you're making it seem so natural that you're going to kick off just fans of everybody. Like, look, they can do it. You can do your own thing and a group.
I think we can't speak for every band or group out there, but we did work through a lot of stuff last year, and that took us sitting down and kind of talking about things that you don't want to talk about, or the skeletons in the closet, and saying, look, like we did this, or I said this, and I know that hurt you or it hurt me, and kind of just going through it, forced therapy in a way on camera too, on this doc. So that helped. So I think there's a lot of bands I want to see get back together in groups, but keep our fingers crossed. Maybe we will hopefully set the example. I'd like that.
Have there been any big blowouts yet? Any big fights? And what is that involved? Like, is it more like what you eat for dinner, or is it like music stuff? Have you?
Really hasn't been much, but
No?
when we were doing stuff through the therapy of the doc, let's say, we definitely had conversations that we've never had before, which I think was obviously needed. It brought us here today, but at the same time, it was nice to be able to hear each other out and hear different perspectives, and also respect the different perspectives that we were going through with different things.
I mean, because as you evolve as a human being, you guys started so young.
Right.
And you're kind of, and at that point, you're not even really in control of like the image and who you are and your artistic sensibilities. And you become a grown person. You can just see by looking at you guys like different energies, different looks, and the things you've created since and the fields you've gone down. It seems like you have to have that moment where like, hey guys, we're grown-ups now.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely. And there is an album coming, right? You guys are working on a full-length album.
Completely.
We've got enough music to do 2 albums. I mean, we're
That's
sort
awesome.
of, we've been so inspired by all this and been lucky to collaborate with some great people, Ryan Tedder, Greg Kirsten, Mozella, that we just said, let's keep it going. So we're just gonna keep writing, wherever it takes us, we'll see. But at the moment, there is for sure going to be a body of work, an album of some kind, and a tour later on this year, and we just can't wait.
An album. Oh, so the album will be out in 2019, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
yeah,
okay.
definitely.
Okay.
Chelsea,
checking.
make sure she can drop that
I know.
news for sure.
I was so excited when I found out you guys are getting back together. We, Tamara and I over here, we kind of had like a dance party in the studio, so we're super
thank
excited.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And when we play, the reaction we've gotten from playing Sucker has been one of like people like, yeah, and it's not just like we're excited they're back, but actually good, which can sometimes I can get lost in the shuffle. We appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out with us.
Thank you.
guys.
Guys.
Looking forward to following the journey. I know Chelsea's especially. This is the
These
best
are concerts,
She really
guys.
put on that. She really looked good today. Like, not that she doesn't always look good, but you know what? To be fair, I wore a jacket. Usually, I didn't just wear a hoodie and sweats today. So it was a big
Thanks for
morning.
putting the jacket on. man.
Yeah, buddy. Anytime.
Step up your game.
Thank Jonas Brothers on 97.1 Amp Radio.
Thanks,
We are
guys.
Edgar, Brian, and Chelsea.